Right, let's start a new drawing. Okay, so after it started, let's immediately save this as. So save as. And make sure you're in your Google Drive, in your AutoCAD files, and let's name this Chamfer. And you click save. So let's start with creating a rectangle that's exactly 10 by 10. So click anywhere on your screen, drag, type in 10, press tab, type in another 10, press enter. Okay, and that's what 10 by 10 is. So zoom closer. And what we wanted to do here is we wanted to create a beveled corner. And a beveled corner, you want to modify that and create what we call a chamfer. Okay, so when you click a chamfer, the first thing it's going to ask you, or the first thing that you need to do is set the distance. Okay, so we have a 10 by 10, and I want a beveled corner that is 1 by 1 from this corner. So one corner, 1, and from this corner, another 1. So we're going to set the distance, and we're going to type in the distance of 1, enter, and the second distance is 1 as well. Press enter. And then you're going to select now this line. That's where the distance of 1 will be applied, and this other line, and that's where the distance of 1 will be applied. So that is using an equal distance of chamfer. That's a 1 by 1. Okay, so let's copy this. Copy. Enter and copy this. And let's say you wanted to chamfer this bottom here, not equal. You want it maybe 3 by 2. So 3 by 2. So you're going to click again chamfer, and then you're going to click the distance. Your first distance, you want it to be 3, enter. And your second distance, you want it to be 2, enter. So the first line that you will click will be where the 3 will be applied. Click that one. And the second line where you wanted to the 2 will be applied, okay, will now, when you click, will be chamfered. So this is now an unequal chamfer. You have a longer distance here of 3, and then you have a shorter distance here of 2. So that's unequal length. So if, let's say, you wanted a rectangle again, so let's draw another rectangle. And let's make this rectangle a 12 by 12. 12, tab, 12, enter. That's a square. And you wanted it to chamfer, so modify, chamfer. And you wanted all of these corners to be chamfered equally. Let's say 2 by 2. So select distance and type in 2, enter, 2, enter. And then all you have to do is click distance or line 1 and then select line 2. Repeat the chamfer, okay? And then select distance 1, distance 2. We don't need to set the distance again because the last chamfer remembers your last distance. So click this and click that. Okay, chamfer again. Select this and select that. There you go. So it created all those beveled corners. Okay, now, so we did 4 chamfers, but if we are drawing a rectangle, and now let's make this a 8 by 8. So 8, tab, 8, enter. And let's say you want to chamfer everything. Let's say a 3 by 3. So you simply go and modify and go to chamfer and set the distance to 3, enter, 3, enter. And because this is one continuous object, because it's a rectangle, so all we're going to do is click polyline, and what it will do is it will just chamfer everything on that polyline. Okay, I haven't clicked yet, but it's chamfer. If you want to change the distance on the polyline because you don't like how it looks, okay, then you can again change the distance here and type in the distance. You can put in decimal 2.5, enter, 2.5, enter, and then when you point to it, not clicking it, you'll see the effect. If that's what you want, looks like that's what we want, and you click it here. So you can chamfer only once as long as the object is a rectangle. Okay, now you can also make a rectangle out of lines, right, or a square out of lines, but because this square is made up of individual lines, okay, enter. So if I point to this one, this is an individual line, but if I point to this one, this is one object. So that's the difference. So if I wanted to chamfer and I wanted to chamfer a polyline, okay, and select this and select this and select this, it won't apply. All right, the polyline only can be applied to a rectangle where it's one box, or a polygon if it's one object. Okay, so that is your chamfer command. Okay, so click save and practice. Okay, you gotta wait for saving, catching, and saving, and when it's saved, then that means that you can close your computer, or you can continue doing some other stuff. Okay.